Like many sub-Saharan tribes, the Mumuye of central Nigeria and Cameroon trace their origins to a southward migration from ancient Egypt. The ancient migrants were believed to have stayed in northern Cameroon for a period of time.
A village or an area in Bali. That is where our ancestors first settled. So as time goes on, I think due to the population growth, they found out that the land cannot contain them. And again, the place was getting infertile. So they decided to shift, to migrate from camp and come down to where is most popularly known as Europe.
The chief of Mumuye, Alhaji Ado Mazang, retraces the footprints of the Mumuye people through history.
Tarihi dai ya nuna cewa an zanna a kan bayan an taso daga wurare da dama aka bi ta kogi kamar da kowane kabila suka bi teku, al'ummar Mumuye ma suka zanna a kan wannan kam din a yanzu haka yana yankin karamar hukuma ta Bale kuma a masarautar Bakwai. Da shi jagora guda ɗaya suka je suka zanna a dutsen Yoro.
Our parent told us that our people first settled in camp. From there, eventually our population outgrew the Yoro hills. It was from then that we dispersed. All the different clans of the Mumuye, we all came from one source.
The area that generally is identified at their own original center will become area. Just the area the north of the Taraba River. Yes. Yes. So it is from that area that, and when they come to move, unlike other people, if you see Fulani is moving and you see them moving with cattle, they just move in small group. So they move, expanding. So it's like a center of ancestry. Now, the Kam area was a central area where they expanded northwestwards, northeastwards, and occupied the important middle Taraba Valley.
The black mineral-rich soil of the Kam Hill in central Taraba is a likely attraction for the agrarian Mumuye people.
Sure, I have seen them whenever we go hunting. I have seen artifacts that are same as the ones used today by our people, as well as those that have been discontinued.
From the narrative of Chief Musa Kuzare, we now take a trip to confirm this historical claim. The Kam area is certainly rich in artifacts, confirming the historical claim of the Mumuye people.
Akwai daki, akwai kakon daki, akwai kakon rumbu, akwai tugwane, akwai dusen nika na da.
Just like the reference in history by the Mumuye people that they actually came down from the Kam mountains onto Yoro, there are a lot of evidences such as some of these artifacts that are left behind. These are originally places of worship. There are articles such as these upturned pots all over the place. And as you continue to climb, you continue to see a lot of these different artifacts. They are still well preserved. They may be likely over 300 years old.
Excellent farmers and hunters, the Mumuye employ Mother Nature for defense.
My horses could not advance. So unless they come down, you cannot conquer them. And you cannot take your horses up the hill.
This is manifest in the way they choose their settlements.
One interesting fact about the old Mumuye settlement of Kam is that it has a lot of facilities that provide for greater security. Over here, as you can see, is an opening to a cave. And this cave is a strategic asset for the Mumuye people of Kam of those days.
Wannan shine tulun giya wanda ake ba wa safi.
To, a ina ka je shi dama?
A cikin kokon nan ne muke aje ta.
There are also evidences of what social life was like in Kam.
Right over here, you can see this row of rocks. These rocks are where the nobility, after having their meal, possibly a hearty one, will come down here for possibly some drink. And they will sit round in this row, on this row of stones. Then from there, the lesser nobilities also have their own row, but time has actually taken its toll on this particular row as the stones are now scattered about. So this is giving us a picture of what life was like in the old Mumuye settlement of Kam.
From Kam, history has it that the Mumuye again migrated northward to a hilly region called Yorobang. There they stayed for several centuries.
Where are you heading?
We are headed for Yoruba.
You will have to climb that hill.
Is it from the small hill there?
No, it is the one ahead. There is a hamlet at the foot of the hill.
Yorobang became the center of dispersal for the various Mumuye clans. It is from here that the Mumuye spread across the plains of Muri in northern Taraba, then on to Mayobalwa, Ganye and Jada in southern Adamawa area, as well as those in central Cameroon. This historical claim is reinforced by the presence of the highest Mumuye priest king in the old Yorobang. Like all places of pilgrimage, the Pantigiri's enclave is located in a difficult-to-reach area. Pantigiri, before modern times, is the chief rain-making priest and the highest priest in the old Mumuye land. The Pantigiri, on arrival of colonial rule, refused to relocate to a more central area. That way, he abdicated the possibility of his being the highest ruling monarch in Mumuye land, preferring instead to preside over spiritual matters.
If God does not provide answers to people, do I have the powers to do so? No. It is always advisable to repeat your prayers all over if you did not find fulfillment.
Today, the role of the Pantigiri is still far from nominal, as he still has adherents of the old religion who still come to him for consultations. The Mumuye people have established major settlements such as Zing, Pantisawa, Pupule, Yakoko, Monking, Lama, and Kasa. Despite the transitions from the east to Kam, then on to Yorobang and beyond, the Mumuye people have been able to build a unique culture. First, in this cultural value chain is the regime of the spiritual. Here, apart from the chief priest in the person of the Pantigiri, are the various Va or representatives of the deities. These various deities play the role of instruments of both spiritual as well as state control among the Mumuye. For example, it is around them that the judicial system revolves. Settling disputes are within the powers of the various clan heads. If these arbitrations fail, like the appeal in modern judicial system, the case moves up to the higher priests. Within the Mumuye justice system are laid down rules. Witchcraft and theft are both punishable by payment of fines as well as the total destruction of the offender's place of abode. The Mumuye people have customs governing marriage, divorce, family relationship, inheritance, and thanksgiving.
kamar yadda na sani a zamani dama samari za su hadu da 'yan mata su hadu a kasuwa, an aka ci kasuwa dama wurin haduwa kenan kasuwa, ko kuwa in ana noma wurin da ake haduwa. To samariyan suka hadu da 'yan mata farkon fari za su kira juna su je suna shan giya, wannan su sayi giya, wannan su masu saya. To daga nan a ciki za ka gane akwai wanda hankalinka ya kama kana suka aure ta, suka kaɗan baya na mana wani abu ka bata wani abu. To ita kuma daga karbin wannan kudin ba ta kashe ba, za ta je gida ta nuna ma iyayenta wane ne ya bani dan wane ne. To iyayen sun gane manufan, to ya nuna kamar tambaya kenan yadda ake faɗa. To wannan daga bayan suka ci gaba wani sa'i kawai zaka gane in takar ba suna shan giya, to zaka ga shi wanda ya bata wani abu nan da na zai ɗibi akuya ya kai gidan da farko awaki ko guda 6 sai kai da kuɗi. To zamanin da ake yi ana taje wani karfe ne, yanzu aka juya shi ya zo ya zama kuɗi. To ana kaiwa da ko naira kaza, ko naira 2 ko naira 3 ko naira 4 ko naira 5 sai a hada da akuya na aje a bar. Amma a takaice a cikin awakin da za ka yi dole ɗaya za kashe shi, kashewa ake yi, domin in aka je wanda an kashe nan sai a gani shi baban yariya zai tara mutane yan uwansa ya ce to gashi fa an kawo tambaya gun wace ga akuya na an kashe. To wannan kasheshen akuya shine za su fida shi su dan cire fatan din sai a buga mata a jiki alaman farin jini kenan. To daga nan sai a rarraba. In an yanka akuya tana da bangare 8, kafofuwa guda 4, akwai baya, akwai kirji, akwai wuya, akwai kai, sai a rarraba. Kowanne ne in ya samu kowanne nama a jiki yana da muhimmancinsa, yana da kuma mana kamar mai cin kai. To shine kamar ya ba da ita kenan a zamani na yanzu, shine dan uwa sosai na jini, shine wanda zai ji kan akuya. Kamar baba shi zai ci inda mutane mu suna shan yafa, abinda ake cirewa daga nan zuwa hakarkari, kamar makogoro da aka cire zai zo da kayan ciki nan. To shine dottijo na gidan gaba daya shine za ba wannan.
In the case of Thanksgiving, for example, the southern Mumuye observe the Manto festival, which takes place at the onset of the new yam harvest. While the northern Mumuye observe Bele in Zing. Beyond a thanksgiving for the year's harvest and an opener for the next clan reunion, Bele also celebrates hunting, drama, military parade, and a competition for marksmanship. The Mumuye people are farmers. From the hills to the plains, the Mumuye are producers of yams, guinea corn, groundnuts, bambara nuts, and rice. The Mumuye people also contribute to a large share of market gardening in northern Nigeria. After all the hard work, the Mumuye is a lover of music. They have crafted a variety of instruments to create and enjoy music through singing and dance. This elder explains some of the basic instruments of the Mumuye people.
This is Lady. This is what we use to create the melody that attracts dancers. This is Javan. We blow the flute and accompany it with its beats, and it creates the melody that makes you dance. That is a smaller drum, and this is the big one.
Apart from music and dance, the Mumuye are great craftsmen. Their work of art are now being auctioned across the world. How they got there is still a mystery. Still, this art of creativity are passed on to the younger generation. Another interesting area of Mumuye craftsmanship is in the art of cloth making. Lantern and tassara are traditional clothes made by the Mumuye people for hundreds of years. In farming, the Mumuye are custodians of a variety of crop species. Blacksmithing and general metal work is another occupation of the Mumuye people. For hundreds of years, the Mumuyes have developed their own unique medium of exchange.
domin ana iya ba gani abu da shi Na biyu ana using lantan ta wurin ba da sadaki ko kuwa biyan dukiya akan ya ta mace a kasar Mumuye. Na uku, lantan yana na abu ne wadda Mumuya dama suke amfani da shi na bizina da shi. So wannan ababe din yana da fuskoki daban-daban.
This is a currency. We buy goat, yam, guinea corn. We use it as part of bride price. If you don't deliver this, you will have no woman.
Beyond farming, the Mumuyes are livestock herders. Their livestock consist mostly of goats and sheep. In the tradition of the Mumuye people, the woman plays a variety of roles. Apart from helping out in farming, some women are custodians of traditional medicine, while others are dedicated to spiritual service in traditional shrines.
Da me yasa sun har dodo sun yarda ke mace kina zuwa kina yi musu?
Pottery is another area in which women excel. Apart from keeping an excellent peace with their neighbors, the Mumuye, like most African tribes, developed a special relationship with some communities.
Saying that while we came from Egypt, we interacted with the Dukus along the way. We came along with them. When we came down to Lower Benue, we decided to cut away from them. We came down to where Kona is now situated. From there, again, we drifted down east-west. So that is why they say we are also part and parcel of the Juku and part and parcel of the Konas, because the Konas are direct descendants of the Juku. So hence, I think the interplay, the playmates came in between us and the
corners. I even had a certain write-up that said one of my grandfathers happened to marry a princess from Kona in order to establish a strong relationship. But this is what we know as our reason of having the playmates with the corners. As equally, we also play with their other ancestors, that's the Dukuns, whom they say we are also part and parcel of them. Okay, in terms of Chamba, as I earlier said, they say on coming down to Nigeria, we came via Cameroon. And the Chambers also along the way when we are coming down to camp. We even have some of our people in Cameroon now, as of now, whom are called Bome there. So I think that's the essence of having playmates with the Chambers. Because while we were in camp, I think they drifted to come and meet us there. So with their coming, we found out that the area can no longer be conducive for us. We cannot continue with the coming of these strangers. So we decided to migrate and leave them there. We came down, settled in Europe, from Europe, due to the development of population, we started to spread all over from the east.
The Jukun, as a group, we have the Jeju. And the relationship is as a result of our interaction. And interaction sometimes goes beyond the physical. It goes even spiritual. And that's the reason why sometimes you see within our playmates, we have a lot of things in common. When I say spiritual, I mean the way we look at spiritual things. Like when you talk of the Chenju and the Kona, you talk of the man. You see, in all this, in all our tribes, we have something that cuts across, and they get involved in this man. And it's spiritual, and it's something that you cannot discuss freely to the outside world except if you are initiated. So and outside the Taraba environment or outside our immediate environment, we have other tribes, like the Bachaba, of course, that because of the geopolitical divide, they happen to be not in Taraba. They are in Adamawa State. We have Bachama, we have the Chambers. So we play with them. In the case of Bachama and the Chambers, we don't have anything spiritual in common as far as I can recollect. But that of the Chambers is more of physical, more of playmate. And if I can remember from my discussion with the gang warrior of Ganyi when I went to visit him, when we were talking about agriculture, he said, we farm better, we do better agriculture, we perform better in yam production than the Mumuye people. I agree with him, because you grow better yam on the hill.
What I can say is that the Kona came in contact with the Bachama and, during the time of Abari. Abari was the second recorded ruler of the Kona people, and that was around the 14th or 15th century. And he had a problem with his own Kona people, and he abandoned Kona area and went to the Bachama area around Grore, and in due course, he said that he would be coming back, but in the process of coming back, he died, and so his people returned back. I mean, he They retain the aspect of the traditional culture of the Kona people, but they remain. Today they are referred to as the Kona Zoba Bank, the Kona of Bank, that is the Kona in diaspora, around Mayabalwa, around Buju area. So they remain there. So on their return, as I told you, there was a time the chief of Achama, Mokwada, he came to the Kona area. He wanted to actually reach the Benue Bank around 1854 to meet Beiki so that he would get firearms. Way back they came to the Kona and met the Kona, and they advised the Kona people to move by the hillside and fortify that place. Why should they remain in the open land like this? And in return, they requested and they got youth fortitude from the Kona, who are today the Bachama in Zakawan area. So on their way back, the Mumuye around the area, they shot Makwada, they killed Makwada. So that aspect of killing Makwada brought the relationship, the relationship between the Mumuye in particular and the Bachama. And then as Makwada came and related with the Kona, he went with some Kona youth to go and fight along with the people who are actually attacking the people. And so that aspect also brought about the relationship between the Kona and the Bachama. And as I said, the Kona and the Mumuye in particular, they also have a traditional system of traditional rulership. It seems as if maybe the Kona people accorded them a princess, and she became the mother of the ruling house of the Mumuye of Zing.
Over these centuries, what kind of character has the Mumuye culture created out of its people?
inda za ka je ka samu mai ba tare da bata lokaci ba sai ka gani ya ji yare ba tare da bata lokaci ba wasa ne yasa muka zo muka zanna mun haifi 'ya'ya a nan mu da taɓin ma wanda muka zo ba haife mu nan ɗin ba ma mun zo muna garin wasa sai gani mun koya yare mun zo mun zama ko ina ma an kan samu za a ce wannan can ba ko kuma za a ce mana Mumuye ne sai yare mu ya so ya haɗu da su muna yare in ka zo ka samu Mumuye za ka ce can ma ne in ka samu can ma za ka ce Mumuye ne.
Ka samu nan a nan idan ka cige cikin garin nan kowanne wuri idan tambawa sun kaura sun tafi Mumuye na je shiga. Ba wani bambancin kabila tsakaninmu da Mumuyawa a kasan nan. Don mu nan ya zamana kamar haife mu ciki ɗaya ne. Kuma Allah ne ya yi an sa yaren Mumuye daban, an yi sa yaren Camba daban. Amma aiki kan kulli yau mai muna yin shi tare da su.
Anyone who comes to Mumuye land will find himself easily adaptable to the environment as well as to the people. Because the Mumuye man is somebody who will always want to interact with visitors, foreigners, or non-Mumuye people generally, to make sure that he makes them happy.
Ide on kan hoko kwa Mumuye ri kasa jalan na to do ka ta ri kasa jalan na do to ko ri ane re na poni Mumuye be ma be jaga joga har mo ko ri kasa non on na non gwete
kon hamba na mashi zan yin kiyoro kan tan haran on ka jada Vekiname nyame nze Mumuye Vekiname bebe ma muhakna nko shintaka au hudo so hudo tavina kakan we yeru haku yu na sontono tamo yu sontanko in yu ba be pa ambana wa la wala we ki bi me be na ru hore be na maru nan ko lakun we kono shong bar tien shong ku gumbe shong rikite ting tien shong ku pala shong kin ko we kono rujei rusasa nko rujei nko zit webe duku na ru ija namang na zoko ni be rutin ki ti be ko aru hata kala number 10 ja hin zeru bebe la be don san yo to gairita devi sanye banyama shakarun ka shakare pami na fafota wenyin wenna we na ngwa we ya ai na wo ai na wo kuruma da be we ya no di ma da be so sha 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 yirin ge sha ko do na sha ka ko ro jombe na sha ro ji devi sanye banyama roni na wo Pandi manabe bida da pandi na bida go kwen ko ko tu nya di pandi shisha na le bida go kwen ya ko ko tu nya di ya ya zari sha na do sha so ma bele pandi da pandi nya bo ka so la da ma ne sha ya wo